What's good, everybody? David Zabinski here, Colossal Strength Systems, and today I'm going to go into nutrition, part 2. And this is going to be a little bit more the common sense side. First video, I gave a little bit of background, gave you all the meat and potatoes of nutrition to start giving you all a better understanding of what you need to do. Today, it's going to be a little bit more of the common sense, like I just said. It's going to break down some of the little rules, so let's get into it. First off, okay, let's talk about the big reason why everybody's overweight, okay? Food is so readily available, and to an extent, it's not your fault for always stuffing your face. Why? Because we have survived throughout hundreds of thousands of years as a human species, throughout evolution, thriving off of when we find food and or energy that we run to it, okay? We stuff ourselves with it, right? Because we need to store that energy just in case we don't have energy later, right? This whole idea of eating 3 square meals and 2 snacks a day really came out of nowhere over the past, let's say, 50 years, and just having this much food available in general this past 100 years, okay? Which has a lot of benefits. We don't have people starving in certain areas of the world. We still need to work on that in others. But we have, in the grand scheme of things, the fact that we have food so readily available that lasts on a shelf for a while was a good thing, but now it's starting to backfire. Why? Because again, you're addicted to salt, sugar, and fat for good reasons. The instant that stuff touches your tongue, or you even get a whiff of it, your body starts going. We get neurotransmitter dumps, we get endorphin rushes, right? Dopamine, serotonin, all these feel good. We get that high from food. And again, it's a good thing for survival, but now it's backfiring because now we're stuffing ourselves. We're getting into diseases from chronic overeating. Obesity is obviously the #1 issue in America, to tell you the truth, as far as anything health and wellness wise, and it's not being as held as an urgent spot as it needs to be. We're gonna take a step back as a species if we don't do something about it. So what do you do? Okay, first off, stop giving in, telling yourself that you're hungry because you haven't eaten in 4 hours. It's nonsense, especially if you're overweight. If you're overweight, you have tons of energy on you. You probably haven't been hungry for X amount of years. Okay, so understand that. Understand that it's okay to go times without eating. There's other benefits to not eating. Now, one, I know a lot of personal trainers, health nutrition coaches are gonna maybe go against what I'm saying as far as regards to fasting. Now, in a fasted state, you're not having any amino acids present, so in that time, it is not as efficient to build muscle. It is more efficient, again, to have 4 to 5 boluses of protein spread throughout the day for muscle building. Now, there's other cons to that, right? Now, constant digestion is difficult on the body. Imagine when you're at Thanksgiving, have a big old meal. It's not tryptophan in the turkey, okay? That's not gonna cause you to be sleepy. There's not enough in turkey, okay? You'd have to eat like 20 pounds of turkey. It's just the shitload of calories you just ate. You're full, your body spends a lot of energy digesting food. That's where a lot of your calorie burn comes from, is the thermic effect of food, your TEF. So, realize when you don't eat, right, your body now gets to go into, some people like to bring up autophagy, which is the cellular repair, that your cells get to go and clean themselves out and get rid of toxins out of the cells, which is a good thing. Also allows your body to help heal itself in other ways. So spending some time not eating is a good thing. And or for fat loss, just again, general recommendation, also just common sense shit. I just spent all last weekend eating, okay? Last weekend I went out to eat with friends, I went out to eat with my family, and I ate food choices that I probably normally wouldn't eat, one being a whole fucking pizza. I ate a whole fucking pizza, okay? I got all the energy going today, okay? I haven't eaten, it's about 3 o'clock. I had a big strength training workout this morning. I took Hero for a jog. I've done 4 personal training sessions, and yet my energy was fine. Why? One, I didn't go around telling myself, I'm fucking dying because I'm not eating. You're fine. Okay? You might get a little bit uncomfortable from your stomach actually shrinking for the first time in a while, because when your stomach shrinks, it immediately sends signals to the brain, hey, we're empty, we might need to eat. Again, that's a survival mechanism for always looking for food. Always looking, okay? You look at animals, you look at anything else, that's all that occupies their time, is looking for food. We don't have to do that anymore, right? Food is so readily available. So again, going times without food is good for you, okay? So if you ate all weekend, maybe wait till eat till dinner, right? Some people go intermittent fasting. There's a 16-hour window, an 8-hour window. That works well for some people. But in a common sense way, if you just ate a shitload of calories the past few days, maybe spending a few days not eating a lot of calories, makes sense. Maybe the next few days, maybe for breakfast you had a really high carb. This is away from heavy weekend. Let's say for breakfast you had a really high carb, heavy fat morning. Okay, maybe you just eat a nice vegetable and protein lunch and dinner. Okay, use common sense. If you have a lot of calories in one meal, you need to offset that somewhere else and have a really low calorie meal. Okay, now this is something as far as intuitive eating and just moving forward with your nutrition and health as a whole. Okay, you need to spend those times not pleasuring yourself with food. Now, this is something that may hit home for people, and I'm sorry if it brings up any negative emotion, but it is the reality of a lot of situations. When we don't like our job, and maybe our relationship isn't as great, or we just don't have an overall good outlook on life, and we have a lot of negativity rushing. What's the one thing that we do think we control? You don't control it. And what's something we can do that instantly make us feel better? Go eat, okay? You can surge all those endorphins. Problem with that is you feel really good during, then 20 minutes after you feel real shitty, you feel run down, and then you feel guilty, and then you beat yourself up negatively. And when again, in a few hours, what's the next drug that's gonna make you feel better? It's food again, okay? And that's that never-ending wheel, and that's how people end up gaining weight, right? Because their diet, they feel like they're doing everything, which they're working hard, and then a day later, God, I'm not losing weight, or I don't feel good, what's the next thing? Food. Because weight loss is a slow thing, and it really is a shift in everything that you do in your health and wellness. It does need to shift. You need to look at things, and how does it benefit me? Again, not what I can get away with. So yeah, that's just a couple tips for y'all. Again, stop trying to complicate what you do with your food and do with your nutrition. Look to what benefits you, right? Instead of popping a pill, like an ibuprofen or something like that, that has negative effects or it's gut lining, and it's a different topic for a different day. Why don't you find a food that's anti-inflammatory, right? How about you take some turmeric? How about you do some breathing exercise that's been proven to drop inflammatory signals in the body? There's a host of things that you can do naturally, holistically, that give benefits to the body now and moving forward, and not like something that may give you a short-term benefit but a long-term detriment, right? Like a prescription pill or a painkiller. Anyway, do shit that's good for you, y'all. Stop complicating things. You're not as hungry as you think. I'm out. Y'all have a wonderful week.